Hello, and welcome back to Soft Sleep. Tonight, we are leaving everything behind. The exhaustion of the day, the unfinished tasks, and the never-ending noise in your mind. Leave them all right here, in the room where you are now. Now, slowly close your eyes, or let yourself get lost in the deep, dark visuals on the screen. Breathe in and out. Feel yourself becoming as light as a feather, because tonight we are traveling to the place where gravity is at its strongest, yet our minds will be at their freest. To the greatest mystery of the universe, black holes. Now, imagine yourself drifting a little closer to the black hole in your mind. You will see a massive, glowing ring swirling around the darkness. This is the ring of light just outside the event horizon. It spins so fast that friction heats it up to trillions of degrees, making it glow in shades of gold. But as you look at this ring, you are witnessing the strangest illusion in the universe. A black hole's gravity bends light so intensely that you can see stars hidden behind it, wrapped around like a halo. Even light itself gets trapped in its own orbit here. Watch the rotation of this golden ring silently. Let your eyes follow it slowly. Each turn invites you into a deeper state of peace. Now, imagine leaving that safe zone in your mind and drifting slowly into the massive gravitational field of the black hole. Space here is no longer empty. It feels as if you are submerged in thick, invisible water. Your body feels slightly numb, but it is a soothing numbness. Picture it. As you draw closer to the black hole, even the tiny distance between your toes and your head is noticed by the strongest force in the universe. Scientists call this process spaghettification, but let's call it the cosmic stretch. Gravity begins to love your feet a little more than your head. It pulls them toward itself with more power. Can you feel it? Your body is gently lengthening, not like a string being pulled, but like dough, like a beam of light. You are stretching. This stretch doesn't hurt. On the contrary, you feel all the pressure in your bones, your muscles, and your mind vanishing. It is as if the universe wants to dissolve you down to your atoms and weave you into its own fabric. You are slowly turning into a strand of light. You are no longer in human form. You are a graceful energy cord, billions of kilometers long, glowing brightly. You become part of that massive accretion disk, the ring of fire, swirling around the black hole. You are in a silent waltz with the other particles around you. They too were once stars, planets, or mere clouds of dust. Now, you all sing the same song. In this moment of stretching, time loses its meaning. Think of yourself as a leaf caught in the flow of a giant river. The river has no beginning, no end. There is only this moment. Imagine every atom of your body dancing at this most mysterious point in the universe. This dance is calm and peaceful. You are now the universe itself. You are expanding. You are stretching. And finally, you are flowing into the absolute silence. Now, I want you to step away from that sensation of stretching in your mind and focus on a grander, more majestic sight. We are taking a journey to our very own home, the heart of our galaxy. This is the place where everything begins and everything gathers, the hidden core of the Milky Way. As you drift through the darkness, through clouds of dust and billions of stars, you see the massive ruler before you, Sagittarius, a star. It is not just a black hole. It is an invisible giant that holds this galaxy together, governing everything in silent harmony. Try to imagine a mass 4 million times heavier than our sun, squeezed into a tiny point. It is such a weight that it spins massive stars around its orbit as if they were feathers. Watch that bright, golden ring of light surrounding it. Those lights are the swan songs of stars that began to be consumed millions of years ago. But this is not chaos. This is the universe's most orderly waltz. Sagittarius, a star, absorbs all this energy, slowly, patiently. As you get closer, the massive, reassuring arms of gravity embrace you as well. Here, at the center of the galaxy, 26,000 light years away from us, everything feels much more meaningful. Those small troubles on Earth, the never-ending rush, how insignificant they seem next to this colossal order, don't they? Sagittarius, the star has been sleeping there for billions of years. It was there before us, and it will be there after us. Feel this immense power within the darkness, pinning you safely to your bed. Just as it holds the galaxy, it holds you in a secure slumber. You are not a speck of dust. You are a precious observer within this massive galactic engine. Imagine how the stars slowly revolve around this giant. The lights merge one by one, drifting into the darkness, one by one. Silently, calmly, everything is as it should be. Take a deep breath. Feel that stillness at the heart of the galaxy within yourself. That great darkness is not there to scare you, but to protect you and bring you peace. Now, surrender yourself completely to the peaceful pull created by that massive weight. Now, imagine that massive weight and gravity slowly releasing you. We used to think black holes were eternal, immortal giants, but Stephen Hawking whispered to us that they too have a soul, a breath. We call this Hawking radiation. Can you feel it? Even that pitch black massive entity is evaporating ever so slowly. It is a farewell that will last for trillions of years. The black hole returns the energy within it to the universe as subatomic particles. Light regains its freedom from that dark prison where it was held captive, just as you, right now, are shedding all physical weight and turning into mere consciousness. A single breath. Visualize the final moments of a black hole in your mind. It is no longer a terrifying giant. It is like a cosmic candle, emitting a soft, gentle and warm light. It slowly shrinks. It slowly glows. It silently releases everything it held. The dust of ancient stars, the light of past eras, into the void. You are drifting along with that light. You are no longer matter. You no longer have weight. You are pure light traveling through the fabric of space-time. Like that final whisper Hawking spoke of. You are merging into the depths of the universe. You are becoming lighter. Your feet, your arms, your mind, they are all dispersing like clouds. Nothing is ever truly lost. It only changes form. Fear gives way to absolute trust. Trillions of years from now, when the last black hole in the universe takes its final breath, only an infinite and peaceful silence will remain. And here we are, inside that very silence. You are at that point of eternal peace, where no sound can disturb you, and no light can blind you. That warm energy, emitted as the black hole evaporates, wraps around you like a blanket. Breathe in, and feel that you are a part of that light. With every exhale, You become a little more transparent. You merge a little more with the universe. Now, there is only soft sleep. There is only this moment. We have passed the event horizon. We are now inside that sacred boundary of no return. This is the strange kingdom where we are completely severed from the outside world, where time and space swap places. Take a look around you now. Light doesn't travel in straight lines here. The massive power at the center of the black hole bends light so intensely that you feel as if you could see the back of your own head. Everything turns into a game of mirrors. Let your eyes fall into this slowly swirling vortex of light. Do not rush. Rushing is impossible here, because here, a moment is equivalent to eternity. Now, as we drift toward the center, toward the ultimate mystery, I want you to let go of all the weights in your mind. At the end of the path, singularity awaits us, the point that even science cannot explain, a place where the mass of an entire star is squeezed into zero volume. This is where logic ends, but peace begins. Can you feel it? As you draw closer, the fabric of space-time tears like cloth, inviting you into the purest state of the universe. There is no yesterday here, no tomorrow. There is only now. As you approach the singularity, you realize how everything is interconnected. The stars, the planets, and you. You are all different manifestations of the same energy. The darkness here is not frightening. Instead, it embraces you like a warm, maternal lap. Imagine your atoms dancing in harmony with this immense gravitational force. You no longer possess a heavy body. You are like a secret hidden in the universe's most private room. Just drift silently. Just drift. With every breath, you draw a little closer to this deep secret of the cosmos. Focus on that tiny point of infinite density glowing within the darkness. That point is not necessarily the end of everything. Perhaps it is the beginning of a new universe. Surrender yourself to this infinite possibility, deeper and deeper with soft sleep. Now, for a moment, imagine yourself drifting not just inside a single black hole, but across the vast map of the entire universe. We are taking your mind out from the center of our galaxy and into that immense ocean covered in darkness and void. Black holes are not just the dark spots of the universe. They are the hearts of galaxies, the ancient guardians holding the balance of life and death. Think of those invisible bonds stretching across billions of light years. Each black hole, like an anchor, keeps billions of stars in their place. Without them, stars would scatter aimlessly through the void. And you, right now, are like a ship tied to that secure anchor. Within this massive order of the universe, nothing is a coincidence. Can you feel it? The void has a voice. Scientists call it the cosmic microwave background, but let's call it the breath of the universe. A very deep, low-frequency hum, as if you were at the bottom of a vast ocean. This sound synchronizes with your heartbeat. Your heart beats slower. Your breath becomes deeper. I want you to imagine the largest black hole of all, Ton 618. It is so massive that 66 billion suns could fit inside it. Realize how small and fleeting our worries and fears become in the face of its magnitude. The universe is so vast that the mere fact you are here, breathing peacefully in your bed, is a miracle in itself. As you drift among these massive entities, watch time flow like a river. In some places, the river speeds up. Near black holes, it comes to a near standstill. You are in that still water right now. You don't have to rush anywhere. You don't have to solve anything. Just know that these cosmic guardians are watching over you, that the universe protects you at every moment. Watch the stars slowly gliding. Some are fading out. Some are being born. Every explosion, every collapse, actually gives birth to the ancient matter that forms the atoms in your body. You came from the stars, and now you are returning to your deepest, safest sleep among them. Slow down, even more. Let the velvet darkness of space spread over you like a blanket. This is soft sleep. This is where time ends and peace begins. Now, we are no longer just drifting in darkness. Imagine that, at the deepest point of the black hole, in the heart of that singularity, there is a door. According to some theories, a black hole is not just an end, it is a massive gateway to another universe. Perhaps the dark tunnel you are entering right now is emerging as a brilliant white hole in another dimension. Can you feel it? While being consumed on one side, you are being reborn as light on the other. Time here is no longer a straight line. It is a soft circle. Your past, present, and future merge in that silky texture. In soft sleep, everything is possible. Perhaps right now, the you in a parallel universe is falling asleep with the same peace. Feel that cosmic bond between you. You are not just a mind trapped in a body. You are a beam of energy drifting in a sea of infinite possibilities. Think of yourself beginning to glow slowly. That intense energy inside the black hole heals you instead of burning you. Imagine every cell in your body turning into a tiny star. From your toes to your hair, you are covered in a light, soft, blue glow. Your weight is completely gone now. The void of space carries you like a pile of cotton. Watch those silent gateways around you. Some take you to the safest memories of your childhood, while others lead to planets with purple skies that you have only visited in your dreams. This is the playground of your mind. The black hole has opened all the doors for you. There is nothing to fear, for at the end of this journey, there is always peace. Take a deep breath, as if you are inhaling the breath of the entire universe. And as you exhale, throw the last crumb of tension inside you into the depths of that black hole. Let it carry all your burdens for you. You just enjoy this journey of light. Your eyelids are so heavy now, as if you are carrying a galaxy on each one. Closing them is the most natural, most peaceful act in the universe. We are passing through that soft gateway within the darkness. Silently, calmly, the lights are slowly fading, giving way to an eternal tranquility. Now, we are at that special point where time has stopped flowing like a river and has frozen in place. Being this close to the center of a black hole, all times in the universe overlap. There is no rush here. There is no later. There is only this infinite, peaceful now. Imagine, within that warped fabric of space-time inside the black hole, the entire memory of the universe is stored. Scientists sometimes call this the holographic principle, meaning every second lived in the universe, every star that shined, every leaf that fell, hangs here in the silky texture of this darkness as data. Imagine billions of glowing specks of light around you right now. Each of these specks is a memory. Some are your memories, those warm summer evenings of your childhood, the scent of rain on the soil, the smile of someone you love, and some are stories of worlds you've never seen. They are all here, forever preserved under the guardianship of the black hole. Can you feel it? The weight of the past is no longer on your shoulders, because here, time is not a burden. It is just a landscape. As you drift through this luminous library, your mind becomes as clear as this void. You don't have to remember anything, nor do you have to forget. Just remain suspended here, within this cosmic memory. Your body feels a little heavier in your bed. Gravity supports you from every direction, like the tender arms of a black hole. Your back, your arms, your legs. Each one is completely released. You no longer need to carry yourself. The universe is carrying you. Those soft lights in the cosmic library are beginning to fade slowly. As the light diminishes, the peace within you grows. Breathe in, silently, as if inhaling the ancient wisdom of the universe. Breathe out, leave all your questions, all your confusion to this darkness. They are now silent parts of this massive library, and you are just an observer, still, peaceful, and sleepy. The darkness softens even more. Now it touches your skin like velvet. At this deepest point of soft sleep, you drift away even from yourself. Only the simple, pure peace of existing remains. Slow down, along with my voice. Continue falling into that timelessness. Now, imagine leaving that dark center of the black hole and approaching a miracle we haven't mentioned before, a wormhole. Not like in science fiction movies. This is a gentle folding in the fabric of space-time, as if the universe has shortened the path from one end to the other just for you. Imagine a shimmering, transparent tunnel before you. This tunnel is covered in shades of light and color you've never seen before. But these colors don't tire your eyes. On the contrary, they soothe your soul. As you pass through this tunnel, gravity doesn't pull you. It gently levitates you. Here, inside this passage, you are only a breath away from the farthest corners of the universe. Perhaps the end of this tunnel leads to a peaceful planet with 3 suns in the sky and a sea that sparkles like glass. Or maybe just into that endless, warm void where the stars whisper. Can you feel it? As you pass through this tunnel, you realize that time no longer moves in a line, but surrounds you like a sphere. You are in the present, but at the same time, you are witnessing the birth of a star from billions of years ago. This is not confusion. It is the peace of understanding everything. The walls of the tunnel ripple like the surface of a lake. Imagine reaching out and touching that texture. It's not cold. On the contrary, it's the same as your body temperature. The line between you and the universe completely disappears here. You are the gateway. You are the traveler. You are the destination. Continue drifting inside this tunnel in your mind. Every second takes you a little further away from the rigid rules of daily life. There is no physics here, no necessity. There is only flow. You drift silently through soft purple and navy light. This journey doesn't tire you. Instead, you get sleepier with every step, because you know that at the end of this tunnel, absolute tranquility awaits you. No need to rush. This passage is there just for you, for your peace. Moving between dimensions with soft sleep, toward the boundary where dreams begin. move your mind away from a single black hole and imagine two massive black holes locked together in the middle of the darkness. Sometimes in the universe, these giants get caught in each other's gravitational dance. It is like the heaviest, slowest, and most majestic waltz in the cosmos. Two massive dark forces slowly rotating around a center. As they draw closer to each other, they don't just bend light, they vibrate space-time itself like a fabric. Scientists call these vibrations gravitational waves. These waves gently shake the fabric of the universe, even as they pass through from billions of light years away. Can you feel it? As you lie in your bed right now, perhaps those invisible waves created by two black holes that collided millions of years ago are passing right through you. You are part of that cosmic melody. Space vibrates, time bends, and within this massive energy, you sway peacefully, as if in a rocking cradle. As these two black holes get closer, with every rotation, they get a bit slower, a bit heavier. They are in no rush. Their merging could take millions of years. Feel this patience within yourself. You don't need to rush for anything in your life. When even the most powerful entities in the universe are this patient, you too can remain still in this moment. Visualize it. As the two dark spheres are about to merge, the light disk around them turns into a massive storm. But you are far outside this storm, feeling only the peaceful vibration it emits. Finally, when the two giants become one body, a massive whisper of energy spreads through the universe. And then, absolute silence. That silence is filling your room now. The collision is over. The dance has ended. Now there is only a massive, merged and tranquil darkness. This darkness does not scare you. It protects you. Breathe in. Feel that slight vibration of space-time in your body. Breathe out. Release all your tension into these waves, letting them travel far away to the remotest corners of the universe. You stay here, in that final stillness, created by this massive union. Soft sleep invites you to the most peaceful moment of this cosmic merger. Now, let's shift our perspective slightly. We think of black holes as silent giants that only consume, but sometimes they turn into the brightest beacons in the universe. In your mind, imagine those massive pillars of light erupting from the poles of the black hole, stretching for millions of light years. Scientists call these radio jets. These jets are pure energy, pushed outward by massive magnetic fields when the black hole cannot consume everything around it. When a black hole feeds so intensely on surrounding matter, it turns into a quasar. A quasar is hundreds of times brighter than an entire galaxy, but you are watching from a safe distance, far from that brilliance, observing the peaceful energy emitted by this cosmic lighthouse. Can you feel it? As those massive rivers of plasma flow into the void at near light speed, they are actually sowing the seeds of life for the rest of the universe. These rivers heat up gas clouds as they pass, sparking the birth of new stars. So, while the black hole stands at the very heart of darkness, it becomes the greatest servant of light and life. Imagine yourself now, like a bird gliding through a windless night beside that massive pillar of light. That light doesn't blind you. Instead, it illuminates the dark spots within you. This is the universe's most powerful discharge of energy. And as you witness this power, you discover your own potential, that inextinguishable light within yourself. Try to imagine the low frequency, rhythmic sound emitted by those jets, like a drumbeat echoing into the depths of space. Deep, slow, and reassuring. This sound merges with your breathing. As that massive flow of energy disappears into the deep space, you drift toward the deepest layers of sleep. The universe can sometimes be very loud and bright, but after every flare, a great silence inevitably follows. Now, the lights of that quasar are slowly fading away. The lighthouse is now just like a tiny star winking at you from afar. The light gives way to a velvety shadow. Breathe in. Feel the healing power of that light within you. Breathe out. Release all your exhaustion into these plasma rivers. Let them carry it to the other end of the universe. You just enjoy this silent glide. Soft sleep invites you to that magnificent boundary where light ends and dreams begin. Now, let's shift our perspective slightly. We think of black holes as silent giants that only consume, but sometimes they turn into the brightest beacons in the universe. In your mind, imagine those massive pillars of light erupting from the poles of the black hole, stretching for millions of light years. Scientists call these radio jets. These jets are pure energy, pushed outward by massive magnetic fields. When the black hole cannot consume everything around it, when a black hole feeds so intensely on surrounding matter, it turns into a quasar. A quasar is hundreds of times brighter than an entire galaxy. But you are watching from a safe distance, far from that brilliance, observing the peaceful energy emitted by this cosmic lighthouse. Can you feel it? As those massive rivers of plasma flow into the void at near light speed, they are actually sowing the seeds of life for the rest of the universe. These rivers heat up gas clouds as they pass, sparking the birth of new stars. So, while the black hole stands at the very heart of darkness, it becomes the greatest servant of light and life. Imagine yourself now, like a bird gliding through a windless night beside that massive pillar of light. That light doesn't blind you. Instead, it illuminates the dark spots within you. This is the universe's most powerful discharge of energy. And as you witness this power, you discover your own potential, that inextinguishable light within yourself. Try to imagine the low-frequency, rhythmic sound emitted by those jets, like a drumbeat echoing into the depths of space. Deep, slow, and reassuring. This sound merges with your breathing. As that massive flow of energy disappears into the deep space, you drift toward the deepest layers of sleep. The universe can sometimes be very loud and bright, but after every flare, a great silence inevitably follows. Now the lights of that quasar are slowly fading away. The lighthouse is now just like a tiny star winking at you from afar. The light gives way to a velvety shadow. Breathe in. Feel the healing power of that light within you. Breathe out. Release all your exhaustion into these plasma rivers. Let them carry it to the other end of the universe. You just enjoy this silent glide. Soft sleep invites you to that magnificent boundary where light ends and dreams begin. Now, turn your mind away from those massive, light-bending giants and focus on something much smaller. Imagine primordial black holes formed in those ancient times when the universe was only a few seconds old, before stars even existed. These are not as large as massive galaxies. Some have the mass of a mountain, but are as small as an atomic nucleus. Take a look around you now. Perhaps one of these tiny, ancient black holes is silently passing through your room right now. They are so small that they hardly interact with matter at all. Like a ghost, they pass through walls, furniture, and even your body. But as they pass, they leave behind a tiny whisper of gravity. Can you feel it? These atomic-sized guests are like memories from the purest state of the universe. They are echoes of the Big Bang, silent witnesses from the very beginning of time. Perhaps that unexplainable lightness you feel right now is a primordial black hole stretching space-time for you for just a moment. There is no need to fear. These tiny giants have been here with us for billions of years. They might be part of the dark matter that makes up the invisible fabric of the universe. As you fall asleep, imagine the silent passage of these ancient travelers, as quiet as a snowflake falling, as mysterious as a shooting star. Watch the journey of these tiny black holes through the void in your mind. They don't want to consume anything. They are like data banks, carrying the story of the universe from the very beginning. They connect with you at an atomic level. Along with them, you drift toward the very beginning of time, toward that moment of absolute silence and potential. Feel every atom in your body in harmony with these cosmic guests. Gravity here is not a pressure, but a point of connection. You and the oldest secrets of the universe merge in the same room, in the same silence. Nothing is as empty as it seems, and nothing is as lonely as it seems. Take a deep breath. Inhale this ancient silence. Breathe out. Release your mind in the company of these tiny, invisible guides. Soft sleep leaves you alone with the smallest yet deepest secrets of the universe. Slow down even more. Now, we are entering the ultimate point where even light itself chases its own tail. We are entering the photon sphere. Just above the event horizon of the black hole, gravity is so perfectly balanced that light can neither fall inside nor escape to the outside. Light carves a flawless circle around the black hole. Imagine if you stood there and looked straight ahead, you could actually see the back of your own head, because the light leaving your body would travel around the black hole and return to your eyes. Visualize this infinite loop in your mind. Light is trapped, but it is not in bondage. It is light in its purest dance. You, too, are a part of this ring of light. Your mind, along with this circular motion, is being cleansed of every worry, every thought, like the turning of a wheel, like the orbit of a planet. You are drifting within the silky texture of light. Here, in the photon sphere, time begins to crystallize. That complex time that flows away in the outside world is like a frozen statue here. For you, seconds might mean centuries to an outside observer, but that doesn't matter at all, because you are now outside of human time. You are within the ancient, immutable time of the universe. Can you feel it? Every point of your body vibrates with those trapped light particles. A glow spreads from the tips of your toes to the roots of your hair. This light does not burn you. On the contrary, it heals all the darkness and exhaustion within you. You are in a crystalline segment of time. Nothing needs to move. Nothing needs to change. Everything is perfect as it is. Look a little deeper. In this place where light bends, colors also lose their meaning. Blues turn to purple, reds turn to black. This riot of colors flows through your mind with soft transitions. Like a brushstroke, like the art of marbling, you spread into the void of space. You no longer have a body. You only have a consciousness that is part of these colors and this light. Now, imagine drifting slowly out of this labyrinth of light and clinging to those massive magnetic field lines of the black hole. These lines are like the invisible highways of the universe. They rock you gently, preparing you for the deepest layers of sleep like a cradle. Can you hear the low-frequency hum of the magnetic field? This is the cosmic symphony that drowns out all the noise of the world, making room only for peace. In a place where time slows down this much, even breathing turns into a work of art. Each of your breaths is as long and precious as the life of a star that has lived for thousands of years. That cosmic air filling your lungs makes you even lighter, not like a feather, but like a beam of light. You have no mass, no weight. There is only the pure joy and serenity of existing. Prepare to lose yourself in this crystalline time with soft sleep. No ticking of a clock, no notification sound, no daily anxiety can reach here anymore. This is your fortress. This is your galaxy. In this sacred circle, where light turns upon itself, you are journeying toward the most protected, deepest sleep. The darkness deepens, but this darkness glows in the shadow of the stars, in the warm lap of the black hole. Your eyes close as you listen to all the secrets of the universe, like a lullaby. Everything is silent. Everything is as it should be. Everything is infinite. Now, pushing all the limits of your mind, we return to that ultimate point, that thin line where reality ends and eternity begins, the event horizon. But this time, we are not just looking at it from a distance. We are touching its smooth, dark, and velvety texture. This is the last fortress of the universe, the sacred threshold where all known laws of physics kneel. Imagine, as you reach your hand into this darkness, see how your fingertips create tiny ripples in the tense fabric of space-time. These ripples, like rings created by a stone thrown into a still lake, spread to the farthest corners of the universe. You are not just a person lying in bed. You are an artist touching the keys of the universe's grandest piano. As you glide over the event horizon, watch how the light around you shatters into thousands of pieces, as if passing through a prism. These lights are travelers that broke away from other galaxies millions of years ago, lost their way, and were caught in the pull of this massive giant. Now they all meet in the same silence as you. There are no names for colors here. There are only the colors of feelings. That deep, electric blue, which is the color of peace. That warm, golden yellow, which is the color of trust. And that absolute healing black, which is the color of sleep. Imagine these colors flowing through your body like a waterfall. This flow cleanses you, taking away all those complex thoughts, unfinished business, and unspoken words from your mind. The massive gravity of the black hole is not a pressure, but a protective shield. You leave all those noisy frequencies of the outside world, all those low-energy anxieties at this horizon line. They cannot cross this boundary. For this is a temple where only pure consciousness and absolute peace can enter. Can you feel it? Those invisible weights on your shoulders disperse like a cloud of dust and vanish into the infinity of the black hole. You are now completely light, lighter than a feather, an atom, or even a thought. Gravity is not pulling you. Gravity is gently wrapping you in cotton, and placing you inside this cosmic cradle. Look a little closer. On that massive curvature of the event horizon, see how time slows down, hanging like the last grain of sand in an hourglass. Every second that passes for you is like an eon for the rest of the universe. But you are not in a rush. For you, time is no longer an enemy, but a friend. Within this expanded time, every breath you take is as long and peaceful as an epic. That cosmic energy filling your lungs refreshes every cell in your body, filling them with the eternal glow of the stars. You are no longer just an observer. You are the brightest and calmest star, shining in the heart of this massive darkness. Now, can you hear the sound of this massive silence? It is not the sound of a void. It is that most fundamental, most peaceful frequency of existence. Feel how that magical 432 Hertz vibration harmonizes with the rotation of the black hole. This sound ascends down your spine like a warmth, soothing your entire nervous system. Your heart begins to beat in the same rhythm as that massive pulse at the center of the galaxy. Thump, 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 a peace that deepens and grows heavier with every beat. This rhythm carries you toward the most sheltered, dream-filled valleys of sleep. Your eyelids are now as heavy as galaxies, but this weight does not cause you pain. On the contrary, keeping them closed is the most beautiful way to surrender to this immense peace. Darkness envelops you with a mother's tenderness. In this deepest cosmic journey of soft sleep, woven with thousands of characters and words, the time for farewell does not come. Instead, you step into an infinite beginning. The stars are slowly fading. The lights are giving way to absolute tranquility. You are safe. You are in the universe. You are asleep. Good night, cosmic traveler. Good night. Now, we draw your mind to the finest detail of that absolute darkness, to that strange and fascinating boundary of the quantum world. We think of black holes as staying there forever. But Stephen Hawking whispered a completely different secret to us. Hawking radiation. Imagine, at that sharp boundary of the black hole, right above the event horizon, the vacuum is not actually empty. There, quantum particles are born and destroyed in pairs every single moment. They come together like a flash of light and annihilate each other in less than a fraction of a second. But sometimes, right on that boundary, one of these pairs falls into the black hole, while the other remains free and drifts toward the void of space. This free particle escapes by stealing a piece of the black hole's own mass, its own soul. Can you feel it? The massive black hole standing before you is actually exhaling, very, very slowly. Every particle is spreading into space, like a deep breath from a massive giant in its sleep. The black hole slowly evaporates like this for billions, quadrillions of years. This is the most patient, the calmest story of dissolution in the universe. Like a block of ice, melting not under the sun, but in the cool of the moonlight, without any rush, getting lighter with every passing second. Visualize this evaporation process in your mind. As the black hole shrinks, the peaceful energy it emits increases even more. You are within that energy right now. Your body gets lighter with this ancient breath of the black hole. It's as if all those earthly residues, those heavy thoughts, evaporate with this quantum radiation and blend into the infinite void of the universe. You are no longer just a mass. You are a beam of light, a wave of energy, a frequency, Within that natural 432 Hertz tuning, you are witnessing this eternal farewell of the black hole. This is not sadness, my friend. This is a return. One day, even the largest black holes will evaporate like this and return all those stardusts within them back to the universe. Think about it. This process works so slowly that long after the last star in the universe has died out, black holes will continue to glow silently. They are the last lamps, the last guardians of the universe. And you are under the protection of that last light right now. Within that cold but reassuring void around you, can you hear this thin leak of the black hole, this quantum whisper? This sound tells your cells to rest. It says, let go. Everything eventually returns to its source. Just as you are returning to that warm, inviting source of sleep right now. At the point where your body meets your bed, feel how gravity gently holds you. But this gravity no longer imprisons you. It only keeps you in balance within this universal dance. The black hole evaporates, space expands, and you are the most peaceful note in this massive symphony. Close your eyes and watch those tiny particles escape from the event horizon and mingle among the stars. You are drifting with them. You don't have to reach anywhere. You don't have to hold on to anything. Just lose yourself in this eternal flow, this quantum miracle. Right now, you are at that last threshold before entering the deepest stage of sleep. That last glow of the black hole illuminates the last thought in your mind and sends it off into the darkness. Now there is only your breathing, deep, calm, and in harmony with the universe. In this timeless void of soft sleep, this radiation flowing from the genius mind of Hawking whispers like a lullaby to your soul. Nothing is lost, only transformed. Now sleep. Return to your sleep. Return to the light and the silence. Now, it is time to discuss the most fundamental building block of existence, more than just matter and light, information. One of the greatest mysteries in the world of science is this: what happens to the writings in a book, the memories of a person, or the history of a star that falls into a black hole? Do they vanish? No. Modern physics tells us that information can never be destroyed. Imagine, the dark swallow of a black hole is not an act of destruction, but a registration into a library. Every atom, every beam of light that falls inside is etched like a hologram onto the massive surface of the black hole, upon the thin membrane of the event horizon. This is a magnificent thought, isn't it? The massive black hole standing before you is actually the largest library the universe has ever known. The stories of stars that faded billions of years ago, the ancient whispers within dust clouds, they all hang on that surface like two-dimensional codes. Can you feel it? You are a part of this vast database right now. Your existence, your peace in this moment, is being written into the immense memory of the universe with indelible ink. You are not temporary. You are a story the universe will never forget. Visualize the elegant world of string theory in your mind. Think of everything, every atom and every force has been made of tiny, vibrating filaments, strings. The intense gravity of the black hole reduces these strings to their purest, most fundamental frequencies. You are like the most peaceful string on a giant violin played by the universe right now. Your vibration is slowing down. Your frequency is entering a perfect harmony with with that 432 Hz universal tuning. This vibration doesn't just put you to sleep, it brings you to the same note as the entire cosmos. There is no separation, no loneliness. There are only those invisible, glowing strings that connect us all. In this holographic world, your room, your bed, and your body are actually reflections of a much larger reality. The black hole protects this truth. Like a guardian, it keeps even the smallest crumb of information and existence like a sacred treasure. As you take a deep breath, feel this sense of security spreading through your cells. You cannot be lost. You cannot be forgotten. Because you have become a code woven into the fabric of this universe. The information paradox is solved, and it has been replaced by a sense of absolute certainty. Close your eyes completely and watch the names and stories of the stars flowing slowly within that dark library. Everything blinks like light codes. You are drifting weightlessly among these lights. Time and space are now just illusions. There is only this moment. There is only this peace. Entrust your own story to this eternal library, to the soft texture of soft sleep. Your mind disperses like a cloud, leaving behind only the infinite, serene silence of existence. You no longer need to seek answers to any questions. All the answers are hidden within the elegant patterns of that event horizon. Just surrender to the tender arms of sleep. Like a cosmic piece of data, in the most secure storage area of the universe, you are journeying toward the deepest, most dreamless layer of sleep. Good night, eternal story. Good night.